Welcome to Erin and Adele's Alopecia PSA.
Alopecia is an autoimmune skin disease that causes hair loss in the scalp, face, and sometimes other areas of the body. People of all ages, both sexes, and all ethnic groups can be affected by alopecia. As many as 6.8 million people in the United States suffer from alopecia. Symptoms of alopecia include small round oval patches of hair loss in the scalp, significant hair loss in a short period of time, hair loss that's mostly on one side of the scalp rather than both sides, exclamation point hairs that are narrow at the base next to the scalp, and stippling and pitting, which are tiny rows of dents in the fingernails.
Treatments will vary depending on type of alopecia, age, and extent of hair loss. However, some temporary treatments that increase the quality of life are Topic, which is a powder that can be used to help mimic the appearance of hair. Some permanent solutions are JK inhibitors, which can be used to regrow patients' hair.
Typically, alopecia often first appears during childhood. However, this can be different on a case-by-case basis. Alopecia is caused by the body attacking its own hair follicles. This leads to the hair loss that is associated with alopecia. Genetic makeup and other factors can also contribute to one's risk for alopecia. The prognosis for alopecia is good. One might suffer from decreased quality of life, however, they do not face decreased longevity.
One of the important cell signaling pathways that is integral to the stabilization and growth of hair is the WNT pathway. Upon WNT stimulation, signaling through the frizzled receptor and LRP5-6 coreceptor complex induces the dual phosphorylation of LRP6 by casein kinase 1, a pathway regulator, and glycogen synthase kinase 3 beta, a protein synthesis regulator. And this allows for the translocation of a protein complex containing axin from the cytosol to the plasma membrane. The shuttle proteins, which are a family of proteins involved in WNT, essentially, with the disease cell signaling pathway, the body is undergoing an autoimmune disease where it recognizes 44-46 KDA hair-specific keratin, anti-hair follicles, and filament-associated proteins as autoantigens. Autoantigens are antigens that the body wouldn't naturally attack, but do because of the presence of an autoimmune disease. Upon identifying these autoantigens, the body activates immune responses, causing lysosomes to surround the autoantigens, digest them, and then push them to the cell membrane, where they're able to activate helper T cells, which then go on to activate B cells and killer T cells. Their activation leads to the accumulation of T cells and the accumulation of antibodies released by B cells as the source of the autoantigens. These killer T cells release IFN gamma, which is an interferon, which is a protein that is released by the immune system cells upon entry of an antigen to attract more T cells and enhance killer T cell activity, leading them to attack the hair and cause its death. Current research for alopecia is focused mainly on finding a cure, but also on finding the root cause of alopecia, since it is still not completely understood. A currently researched cure is the use of JK inhibitors to regrow patients' hair. JK inhibitors will inhibit cytokines, so in this case, IFN gamma, from binding to their receptors. So if the IFN gamma cannot bind to the killer T cell, then the hair will cease to fall out, providing a cure to this disease.